Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Michael Kittle Rare Coins. Hope everyone had a great week. Happy Friday to you all. And it's been a while. It's been a while since we've done one of these mystery bags of World Silver, where we go through it, look up the coins, learn a little bit about World Coins, and make them available to the viewers if they want to buy them. And in the past, we've pretty much sold every one of them because we start them out at really fair prices, in my opinion, and we let people bid them to whatever they feel like paying. And if they don't feel like buying them, then I keep them. But in the past, we've pretty much sold everything. So we'll see if that continues. It's been a little while, Silver Geek. I know it's been a little while. But we still have some coins, and we're going to get to it. First things first, here's a world coin that we have here. This is a Tuvalu 2020 007 1-ounce silver round. It was low mintage, done by the Perth Mint, and you can get that one for free if you're in on our monthly free coin giveaway. Just a reminder to get involved in that. So the plan is we're going to look at some silver coins today, pick a bag of silver that we're going to sell this weekend and go through. And then tomorrow we'll start actually looking them each up and selling. My plan is to start tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific, 12 noon Pacific, because some people don't know the difference between 12 p.m. and 12 a.m. because they don't teach that in school anymore, I don't think. But 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern is when we'll start. And we'll sell coins until, we all get kind of tired of it. A few hours probably. And then we'll probably continue the next day. Probably around the same time. Probably around the same time on Sunday. And if we get through it, we get through it. If not, then maybe we'll pick another day where we'll finish it up. No real rush. Try to keep it relaxed. And hopefully everybody has some fun. And hopefully we all learn a few things about some coins. So a little bit of background is I acquired a big group of World Silver maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. I don't know the exact date anymore. Are we accepting proxies? No, we are not. No, we are not, Gringo, because we don't even know what's for sale yet. We don't even know what's available. So can't do proxies, really. And we won't know until we actually look it up, and then we make it available right away, pretty much. Now, today we'll look at a few things, and maybe we'll spot a few things and look at a few things, but so there would be maybe a little bit of an opportunity for someone to, but we're not going to do that. Not on these. How you doing, SSM? Nubs, how you doing? Thanks everyone for being here. Make sure you click that like button while you're here, too. So I acquired a big group. It was probably, 6 to 8 kilos of silver by weight, all world coins, a good mix. And then about a year after that, I acquired another few kilos worth of weight, just big groups of silver coins. And we did some auctions, and I think we did 6 of these. If you go look back on my channel, we've sold 6 of them, about a kilo at a time, in a similar manner. Since then, I acquired a few other collections of world coins. I know I acquired a group of some nice Peruvian coins, another nice group of German coins. I've got some other world silver coins here and there. Thanks for subscribing. I do appreciate that. And what I did is I went back, and in the last couple weeks, I went through all the world silver I had, including some of the bags we had made up in previous years that we showed off, and kind of like mixed them all up a little bit more and put some of these better coins that I bought in some of them. So I know some of the coins that are in some of them, just to kind of make them about a kilo each. And but there's a lot of coins. I'd say 90% of the stuff in these bags I really don't know. Now, when we show off some of these bags, you're going to see some coins maybe even in capsules and in 2x2 holders and flips. That's some of the stuff that maybe I added in the last few years. And some of the stuff was just too nice to take out of the 2x2 or the flip, and it's like, and just mix in with the bag and pretend like, oh, look, I don't know what that, some of the stuff you'll know that I know what it is, and I'm not trying to hide anything from you. And I just think it was just too nice to take out. And a couple of them were like proof coins, and it's like, well, I don't want to get that all scratched up, so here we go. How was the fishing today, Nubs? Look at that, Nubs, Kittle fan, thank you. Yeah, I know I had to get rid of, I had to redo a lot of my memberships and everything to make membership gifting a lot easier, so appreciate those of you guys that did sign back up and get into that, so thank you for that. And one of the members that was asking for the Kittle Fan Plus 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 jumped right on that, as we know. So thank you for that, sir. There always seems to be some German coins in the Kittle. So for example, here's what I did. Right now, I believe we have 11 bags available. Okay, and here I'll just grab one. Here's one for an example. Here's one. This one's 1,005 grams. There's one in there that's in a flip because that's a nice one, and I didn't want that to get messed up. There's an example. So basically what I did is, like, when I made these up, I would have, for example, I know I bought a group of German 2 marks. I think I had 14 of them. I bought them at a coin club meeting maybe 3 years ago. So what I did is I opened up at the time I had 10 bags. I opened up the 10 bags and put 1 coin in each bag, just so I knew we'd have one in each auction in the future. And then with the other 4, I put those in 4 random bags. So a couple of the bags have 2 of those from that group. Now, could there be more than that in each bag from previous? Of course. I had a group of the group of Peru coins I bought. There were some nice BU coins in there. I think there were maybe like 25 coins. Yeah, I put 2 or 3 in each bag, So that's kind of how I did it. So for the stuff that I salted into these bags, just because I was trying to get the weight up and try to. So what I did is, by the stuff all I added, some of these, I got the 10 bags I had, and we made an 11th bag out of it, basically. That's a pretty good mix, too. So, for example, here's one of the bags right there. You see there's maybe some good stuff. Maybe you can spot some stuff you like right there. I don't know. I don't even know what that big coin is. It's got a butterfly. No idea what country it is. It says 1979 on it. I know there's somebody in here that likes 1979. Should we just peek and see what that is? We just peek at it? I don't even know what it is. But it was too nice to put in there without keeping it in the flip. That is Jamaica, $10 coin. And it's obviously a proof. So that's fun. Alright, so that's one of the bags. So I think maybe that's how we start this out. Maybe I'll just lay out and show you what we got. So that one weighs 1,005 grams. And I believe that includes the weight of the flips and probably the plastic bag too. I'm not too picky about it. It's not pure silver. On average, these bags are probably about 70% to 75% silver. There's a lot of coins in here that are 90%, 925, 835. There's some coins in here that are 50% silver. There's some that are even less than that. But on average, I think the bags, when we go through these, it's around 70 to 75% silver. So in here, it's not 1 kilo of pure silver. It's about 3/4 of a kilo. There's another bag we got. This one's 997 grams. And again, there's one that's in a flip. Maybe 2 that are in a flip in here that are nice. There's a German coin right there. That one looks like a 2 mark, maybe, or a 5. I think that's a 2 mark. Let me try to flip it over while it's in the bag. Yeah, that's a 5 mark from 1936. That one's kind of cool. So we got that. There's a bag that's 1,009 grams. But what we're going to do is let's just pick one of these that we'll sell this weekend. Here's one that has one that's in a 2x2 as well. Looks like a proof coin from, I think it's somewhere in Africa. Not sure. That one's 1,021 grams. All right. Yeah, that's what it was, Silver Geek, for sure. This bag here has 1,028 grams in it. Some bigger coins, some really tiny. Some coins in here that have, looks like these might even be chained together for jewelry right there. I didn't even know that was in here. Should we open that up real quick and see what that is? I see a BU Merc dime right there. That shouldn't even be in here. Let's see, what is this? That's weird. I didn't even know this would be in there, one of these. Looks like it's a bracelet made of, what are these? Australian 3 pence, 6 pence, shilling, florin, shilling, 6 pence, 3 pence. Ah, okay. Well, there we go. Okay, well, we'll put that back in the bag. I did not even know that was in there. Alright, so that one's 1,028 grams total. Got another one here. This one has a big thick coin in a capsule. Oh, that's one of the French Statue of Liberty coins, the Piedfort coins, the big thick ones. There's a couple big coins in there. That one's 1,014 grams. Here's one that's 999 grams, and there's a giant coin from Ghana in a flip. Good mix of silver looks like in there. What else we got here? Got a couple more. This one's got a coin in a capsule. This one's from Paraguay. Big coin in the capsule. 1,004 grams. What else do we got? There's one that's 1017. What's in the capsule there? That one looks like it's something British. They're in a flip, I should say, not a capsule. There's one that's 1016. And I got one more down here. It is 1,008. 1,008 grams. So, how about this? Let's pick someone. Let's see. Silver Geek seems to be kind of interested in this. So, Silver Geek, I'm going to go show these all one more time. And you tell me the number of which bag you want us to do. Just tell us by weight, because I think they all have different ones. That one's 1,008. Tell us which one you want us to sell this week. And go start going through. 1016. 1017. 1,004. 1014. There might be some that have the same weight. I don't know. 1028. 1021. 1,009. 997. 1,005. And the last one was 999. Yeah, we're just kind of talking about it, trying to generate a little buzz, so at least we get a few bidders showing up tomorrow. We're gonna start tomorrow, Janine, but right now, Silver Geek just picked which bag we're gonna sell this weekend. I don't know which one it is. It's this one right here. We're selling this one. These coins, we're selling. Oh, is that the one that has? You picked the one that had the jewelry in there. All right, cool. So, I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and end the stream here. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. No. Let's just start peeking and seeing what's in here. Maybe some of you guys will see something that you like and show up and maybe buy it tomorrow. And if it doesn't sell tomorrow, then maybe the next day. Well, we'll just go ahead and pull that out right now again. This is silver. Pre-decimal coins. It's got, I'm guessing all the loops and stuff are silver as well. Actually, this is really cool. I didn't even see this. The clasp is made out of a coin as well. I don't know if that clasp even is working anymore or how that comes together, but the clasp is made out of a coin as well. I've never seen that before. So I'm going to flip it over and show what the other side is. I mean, I've seen a lot of these coin jewelry pieces, and you know what? Maybe I can't even get that apart. Maybe I shouldn't try to break it. It's a 3 pence on the other side. It's a 3 pence. Now these are Australian. So if we look at this, Gringo just gifted 20 memberships. Whoa, Gringo! You did not have to do that. And even this little loop, look at that. That little loop is made out of a coin. That little loop where you... So everything here is made out of coin, it looks like. Gringo, you did not have to do that. But you did. Thank you very much for the support. That's awesome. Silver Geek, where that membership gift, that big green box that pops up on the screen that Gringo says sent 20 memberships, there should be an opt-in button. Make sure you're opted in, because you can't get it unless you're opted in. It doesn't. So if you're opted in, then you have a chance. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, so there's a 3 pence from, looks like 1943. A 6 pence 42D, that's Denver Mint. 1911 6 pence. Some of these might be better dates, I don't know. A 43S San Francisco Mint Florin is the big coin on this. Australian Shilling 43S. A 43S 6 pence. And a 42 3 pence. The mint mark, it looks like, is got a hole where the mint mark would have been. And then the clasp looks like it's 1940. You can actually see the mint mark on the edge of that one right there. It was an S mint. An S mint 3 pence. It's actually probably 2 S mint 3 pences. There's another S right there, so it's 2 different coins that they cut up to make that clasp. Very cool. Gringo, did you just do another 20? Wait, hold up. Hold up. Stop the clock. Did he just do a second one? Gringo, you accidentally hit the button again. I think you accidentally hit the button again. Thanks, Gringo. You didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. But you did. Stealing lines from our friend Bill Mig on Silver. I mean, Bill Big Mill. Thank you very much. Very cool, Gringo. All right. Appreciate the support. All right, there we go. That's one of the things that we'll be selling, and probably one of the first things, because I'm sure tomorrow during the auction, when I say, hey, anybody see anything they want to buy, somebody's going to probably say, oh, I want to buy that. So, all right. Nubs! Nubs! Everyone should be a member pretty soon. Jeez. Holy cow. We got 25 viewers up in the channel, up in the chat, too. Thank you guys very much. Nubs. 20 memberships to the channel, to the chat, and Silver Geek still ain't getting it. That's not... Look, we have no control who gets it, how it works. Just make sure you opt in, and you have a chance. Sometimes people just can't get it, and then the next day they'll be the first one to get it. I don't know exactly how it works. Some people never get... From my gaming channel, we have people that never get the memberships as gifts. But they can buy them for 99 cents, but I'm not asking anybody or not saying anybody has to. David Carlisle, how you doing? David didn't get one, too. He's always in my streams. He should be getting one if anybody, right? What's this big coin we got here? This here is... Well, no one's going to be able to see it because of the stuff popping up on the screen, but that's okay. You like that. This is 1966 $5 silver from the Bahamas. And I guess I kept this in a flip because I didn't want to get banged up. It's pretty nice. It's a big chunky silver. Something else here that's in a flip. And I wrote on here already. I guess I probably bought this at a coin club meeting years and years ago, and I just threw it in there. Charles III, 1773 to 1789, Chile, 2 real. So I guess I identified it at one point, and there we go. It's pretty low grade, but I'm sure I probably kept this in the flip not to keep it nice, just so I knew how to identify it, because I know I spent time looking it up at one point. Maybe I got this at a coin club meeting. Maybe, I don't know where I got it. But there's where it says 2 real, and there's the assay or DA. So I probably looked it up from there and was able to identify it from there. Party Pickle with a 4.99. I don't know if your information is accurate there, Party Pickle. But now that you're here, we can have a party, because you can't have a party without a pickle, is what I hear. Muscle Shell never gets the gifted membership. Not even on Coinmas? Not even on Sweet Coinmas? How you doing, Muscle Shell? Hope you're doing well. Good to see everybody here. And if I didn't say your name, like I didn't say hi to Aaron Krause, and I didn't really say hi to Steve, and I didn't say hi to Scratch and Go Crazy, or Sunday. I mean, if I didn't say hi to you directly, it doesn't mean I don't like you or anything. Or if I didn't say hi to Janine or anybody, that doesn't mean anything. Just, you know, I love y'all. How about that? What are these other big coins? Everybody wants to know what the big coins are, right? What's this one? Oh, I'm on the microscope still, aren't I? Hold on. There we go. This one is South Africa, and it looks like it's some kind of a commemorative. George VI. This is a big old chunky coin here. 1652 to 1952, 5 shilling. This one's in nice shape, too. So what these coins are, I mean, you can go to your coin shop, you can go to coin dealers and buy junk world silver. This has some of that. If you go buy junk silver from your local dealer or local shop or at a show or online, it's going to be mostly low-grade Canadian, Mexican, just common stuff. Some Australian and British stuff too, but this is a little better than that. Some, and I know that because of the people I bought it from and the premium I paid for it. I didn't buy it for just silver value, and I know because I put some good stuff in there too. So, thank you guys very much. Muscle Shell, the way it's supposed to work is where you see people, if you scroll up in chat to the last one, Nubs gifting 20 memberships. There's a big green box in chat. As far as I understand it, there should be like a little button underneath there to opt in for membership gifting to receive a membership gift. If you don't see that, it could be a couple reasons. I know that if you have an old YouTube account and ever made it a, quote, branded YouTube account, that was an option maybe a decade or a decade and a half ago for your YouTube channel. A lot of people did that because that was the thing back then. If you ever did a branded account, you're ineligible for gifting. I know my channel here, Michael Kittle Rare Coins, is a branded account. That's what was the way they did it. And I can't get membership gifts on other people's channel because of that. So some people can get it. And it depends on also where you're from. Now, if you're from the United States, it shouldn't be an issue. Certain countries are ineligible for gifting as well. So there we go. We come for the primo stuff. Let's just dump some of this out, right? A little bit. Start peeking in here. Here's a Canadian coin. That one's pretty common. I'm on the wrong screen here. I can't see what I'm doing. This one here is a 50-cent piece from 1967. It's a pretty common one. What do we got here? Here's a big old Mexican 1924 peso. Again, we'll look these up when we get into the auction. Maybe some of these are better dates. Maybe they're common. Here's a more modern German. 1972 Munich Olympics. Always like the German coins. They got cool eagles. What else do we? Let's just pick the coins here. Here is a 1944 half crown. Here's a 1931 Balboa. Everybody loves the Balboas. This one looks to have some PVC on it. That's that green stuff all over the coin. So that was in a flip for years and years and years, and now it's impaired a little bit, but it's still 90% silver, 26 grams. From 1931. Everyone loves Balboa. Look at all that PVC on there. I could clean that up before I send it out, but I probably won't. That's how I found it. That's how we're dealing with it, right? That's how we're going to deal with it. I believe. I think so. I mean, I guess whoever buys this, if they beg me, hey, Kittle, can you get that crap off there? We can talk about that. What is this big guy here? This is another Mexican coin. What is this? 1978, 100 pesos. Okay. We got a Canadian 1947 $half. We got, what is this? British, got some damage on it. A florin from 1921. Got an old German coin. A 1 mark from 1874. Another German coin right here. A lot newer. 1951 F. And again, we look each one of these up. What we do is that we'll then figure out what the silver weight is and try to figure out the silver value. And then we try to look it up like on something like NGC Coin, World Coin Price Guide. Try to come up with a rough what we think the value is, and then we pick a starting price, usually around the silver price, and we'll auction them. What's the mint mark on the 1874? That would be on the front, right? It looks like an A. There's 2 little A's there. We can show that full screen. And it looks like it's cleaned and maybe impaired a little bit, but it's got some detail too. I don't know if this is a better date or not. We'll look it up though. 1874A. A is Berlin. Correct. Thank you. Here's one that's in a flip. Does that mean it's better? I don't know. Well, let's go back to this screen so we can look at it better. There's a big old... Ooh. Alfred, if he's watching later, he'll like this one. Australian Crown, 1937. Look at that. Those are popular. Don't see those in junk silver, I'll tell you that. Hey, Ramil, how you doing? Steve, how you doing? You want that Balboa, Janine? Even if it's got the green PVC, you're like, I don't care, I want the Balboa. All right. Pretty sweet if you pull a double florin. Well, we just pulled the crown. How about that? We just pulled the crown. What are the next 3 coins? Let's look. Oh, this one's a Got a Pope on it. Pius the Ninth. Wonder how old that is. I don't know my popes. I know we got a Pope from Chicago. 1 lira, 1867. Okay. Is this a Vatican coin, I'm assuming? Or is it maybe Italian? I don't know. We'll have to look that up. Double florins are much rarer. Yeah, I know. I don't think we're going to have those. Well, you never know. I don't know what we have in here. From the Papal States. Should see the 1911 farthing that made into a love token. Love tokens are pretty cool. I like that. The other coins that I just pulled out with that group were another one of these Canadian 50 cents and then a 1960 J 5 mark from West Germany. Let's just grab right here a couple random coins. This one here. We're not going to look at every one. We're just kind of getting a sample. A 1940 threepence. 3 pence. This one here is a Canadian 18 something. 5 cents. 1886 5 cents. And we still got these membership gifts popping up. It's going to last a little while. Thank you, Gringo and Nubs. You didn't have to do it again, but you did. I don't know if that one has a mint mark on it or not. I know some of them have the H mint mark. I don't know if that's a date that we got to look for it, but little Victorian. Got a 1942 sixpence in that group. Got a U.S. Philippines 50 centavos from 1944 San Francisco. And the other coin we pulled there was a 500 lira. These are beautiful. These are always beautiful. And the date is on the edge on that, so I won't be able to show you the date until I grab the coin right now and try to read it. This one is... these are so difficult sometimes. Especially if they have any wear on them. Trying to find it. This one's a 1958, it looks like. 1958. And those are beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Just had some random bag of old world silvers down over. Crypto Fan, if you rewind towards the beginning, what I did is I've bought several collections over the last 5 to 8 years. One big group was about 6 to 8 kilos by weight of random world silver from one dealer. I bought another few kilos from another dealer. And then I bought random collections of Latin American coins, German coins over the years, and basically mixed them all up in the bags weighing about 1,000 grams each. And I showed at the beginning of the stream, we've sold 6 of these over the last 5 years or so. We've done 6 of these auctions where we go through and do this. Well, what we do is we'll look up each of these one by one, try to figure out what it is, and then we auction it right then and there. And we'll start that tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're just kind of doing a preview and seeing what we're doing, or what's going to be in there. We got 11 bags right now. I got about 11 kilos worth. At the beginning, we showed off each bag, kind of peeked through the plastic at a couple coins, and then I had Silver Geek say, which bag do you want us to do this weekend? He picked this one, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And it's fun. Some of it's basically junk silver. Some of it's way better. Here's an Australian florin, 1939. Here's a Ireland, 1940, 2 shilling 6 pence, which is a florin, right? I don't know what that is. What is 2? Or no, a half crown. There's a Portuguese, just kind of picking through. There's a little bit nicer. What is that? 1937 East Africa, 50 cent, half shilling. That's cool. This one's really, really worn down. I don't even know if we'll be able to identify. Oh, 1907, 25 cents. That's Canadian. There's a big old French 10 franc, 1930. Yeah, I'm just kind of picking. I'm not going to look at every coin, but just kind of seeing what's here. You know, if anybody, like, here's a Japanese. I know Onabushu's here. He loves all these all the time. 100 yen. Not seeing anything from the Mid-East, really. There's a New Zealand sixpence from the 60s. A couple really worn coins that we'll have to dig through. There's a really nice Canadian dime. 1967. That's real common, though. That's okay. A nice Philippines 10 cents. There's one of those German 2 marks, 1939. This one is the 39. Let's see if we can get a mint mark on that. If we pull that up. Now these always are in demand from people that love history. It's an F mint mark right behind his neck there. 39F. Any old Russian stuff I haven't seen yet, but we'll keep looking. There's another one of those Italian 500 lira. This one is a, try to get the date off that. This one's a 1967. Really nice condition. Really nice condition. That one's BU. That one probably should be in a flip. Any Russian stuff? I'm not seeing anything. I think this is Morocco right there. Those are cool. Some more Canadian stuff. There's another Balboa. This one's a half Balboa. What year is this one? 1930. These are 90% silver. Half Balboa. That one there is Netherlands. There's something there. I don't even know what country that is. There's some more Portuguese, Canadian $50 from 1953. There's some more South Africa. A 1933 Mexican peso. This one's cool. What is this? Let's see what that is. All right. Let's see. There might be some German. It might be Russian. Again, I don't know what's in here. Oh, I got the wrong screen. Sorry. This one here is 1960, 1920 to 1960, and it is Austria. 25 shilling. Show the coin from the country. I don't know. Okay. If I can find it, I might have just covered it up. I think it was this one. I don't know what a pengo is. I gotta look that up. Or one of you guys will tell me when we get to that. One pengo. And every now and then we find something that's not even silver, you know, but most of this is silver. 1926 pengo. Hungary? Okay, very good. Thank you for your help. Thank you, thank you. Oh, here's a giant coin here. Hold on, let me get back to the thing. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not touching my desk till tomorrow after I'm done with this stream, so we'll start basically from there. Oh, here's an old Victorian coin here. What's this? What's this? I see Victoria. And it's large, 1878. Can't even really tell what that is. It's got to be a half crown, right? I don't even know. Doesn't say. It's got to be. Well, we'll look it up, and if it matches the stuff, then we'll know. So this is the giant one I was seeing. Oh, it's an old Mexican. 8 real. 1886 Mexico City MH, it says. That's kind of cool. It's got is that damage? Yeah, that's maybe not. Just a little bit. Yeah, right in front of his mouth. It's got maybe that's even chop marks. I don't know. That almost looks too good to be damaged, right? Yeah, I think those are chop marks. Maybe? I'm just going to call it damage. I'm not going to say it is for sure. Actually, I mean, even there in the field, it's got some stuff there. Those got to be chop marks, but that's cool. Kyle, what's going on? That is cool. I didn't... Let's see the obverse. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of like little things going on in the obverse, isn't there? Even look in the hat. It's got some half moons. Oh, this thing's got chop marks all over it. Well, chop marks are damage, Silver Geek, but it's cool damage, right? It's special damage. That's really cool. I almost don't want to sell that one, but we'll see. Hey, we got a Barber half. That's world silver, right? 1907 Barber half. That one's got full rim too. Well, on the obverse it is 07. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Very cool. Just waiting for dinner. It is dinner time out there, isn't it? East Coast. All right, here's another large coin. What's this one? Oh, whoa. What is this doing in there? 1909. That's like my favorite year. Anybody know what coin that is? Other than Silver Geek? I know Silver Geek knows because he's a coin genius. This you would never find this in junk silver. I'll tell you that right now. This coin here has got to be worth $50 plus. No doubt. I didn't even look it up, and I know it. Maybe it's worth much more than that. I don't know. It's a Britannia, kind of, Angie. It says dollar on it, though. It's got a little damage in the O hole. Little mark. It's got some squiggly lines all over the reverse. This is a British trade dollar. And it's in really nice... I mean, it's got like sharp reading and everything. This is a pretty nice shape. Thumb to luster. Maybe lightly clean. Yeah, I'd say lightly clean. Touch of damage, but that's got a lot of detail. That's got a ton of detail. And just for example, this is kind of how we'll do it. So we'll take a coin like that, and what I'll do is I'm going to go just type in 1909 in my Google British trade dollar. Okay? And then I'm going to go to NGC's World Coin Guide, because that's an easy, good, and I like it as a source. And what I'll do then is I'll share my screen and say, hey, here's what we found. British trade dollar. It's 900 fine silver, 26 grams. So it's 0.78 ounces of silver. It's $25 worth of silver. Just in silver value. So there's no way we're going to auction this for less than $25, just based on that, right? There'd be tons of bidding on that. This is 900 fine. It's not sterling. I didn't know that until I looked it up. And then we go down here and look at 1909. Could be a 1909 over 8. Could be a 1909B, one of the two. And they're saying in VF condition, these things are $175 to $200. XF condition, 200 to 300. AU, 300 to 400. I don't know if that's accurate values or not. I know we'd probably start it at probably $40, $50. I don't know. You guys can figure out what you think it's worth. That's kind of how we do this. But that should not be in this bag. I did not know that was in here. I did not put that in here. Because I wouldn't have put it here, I don't think. I did not know that was in there. So that's a good one. That's a real good one. All right. If it goes for less than 150, it's a steal. I hope you bid tomorrow then, Aaron. No. I mean, no, those are in demand always. It's AU. I mean, I would say AU details, Patrick. I mean, if I look at it, I mean, it's got, oh, I gotta make sure I'm showing this on the right camera. Yeah, we're right here. I mean, it's got nice, it's AU details for sure. I mean, for sure. But there's it wouldn't straight grade, I don't think. It'd be close, but I don't think it would. I mean, there's that little damage in the O hole. I think it's lightly cleaned as well. But a lot of trade dollars have issues. A lot of them do. Got two and pay well over 100 for each. Well, there we go. If we were accepting proxy bids, I'd take it right now from you, Aaron. Here's a fun one. Little hexagon. Little hexagon. I think these are Egyptian, right? Those are fun. We'll have to figure out what that says on the back. But yeah, So what we try to do is we try to make these streams educational too when we do this. So we'll walk through the process. If you come across something like this, well, look it up and we'll try to figure out how to read the date and go from there and try to look it up. Then we sell it. What's this one here? Shiny. This is another Canadian, right? Wow, that's real nice. 1960. That's real flashy. 1966 silver dollar from Canada. Definitely proof-like. Probably from a proof-like set, even. I don't know if they just came that way. I don't know. We'll sell it. There's a 2 franc from Switzerland from the 40s. There's another half crown from the 30s. Some Austrian 10 shilling modern. Here's another big German coin. We'll look this one up. Everybody loves the German coins. Shiny Purdy, huh, Angie and Janine? Shiny Purdy is what they say. This one here is the E mint mark. Right there behind his neck. The E. Definitely got a German mustache, doesn't he? And then this one is a 5 mark, 1936. 1936 E, 5 mark. All right, you got 2 rolls of those Canadian dollars from CHC. Remember CHC? They were fun back in the day. Fun if some of these guys made a reappearance sometime, right? The other thing we have available, if anyone is interested, I do mention this from time to time, we have several rolls of silver dollars available. Lots of piece dollars and some Morgan dollars too. We got circulated piece dollars and BU piece dollars, roll by the roll, if anybody's interested in stacking some silver. Here's a 1919. I think that's a 6 pence. Yeah, 1919 6 pence. Another Japanese 100 yen. What's up, Brown Sugar? How you doing? Very fun. What's that? Silvergate, the trade dollars, a huge. I mean, I should probably keep that right there from stacking stuff on it. Yeah, I mean that's a cool coin. For sure. Here's a cool coin, too. I like these. That's a J mint mark. That was a 1959 Onabushu, thank you. And this is a half mark from 1906. Thought it might have been older. 1906 J. Yeah, the 8 real is pretty cool with the chop marks all over it. The 8 real in and of itself is okay, but having the chop marks all over it, I think is a lot cooler. Now there's a bunch of little ones I'm not even looking at. We'll figure those out. There's a more modern florin. When I say modern, it's 1935, so it's not really that modern. There's some more Philippines. That one's kind of, it's a dirty Canadian dime. Oh, look at this! Look at this foreign coin, 1942 quarter. Okay. I think when I bought some of the junk world silver, or not junk world silver, but mixed foreign that people didn't want to deal with, so they sold it to me kind of as junk, or some people sold it to me as better than junk, but not worth their time to figure out. Except there's a British trade dollar in there, so who knows? I think some people like maybe threw a few extra coins in there to build up the weight, but still 90% silver. So I didn't really lose out. There's a cool New Zealand florin with a burb. Think I should pull the 33 peso over to the side? Well, I'll pull the 1886 chop mark one, and I don't even know where the 33 peso went. It's in here somewhere. Was it this one? That's the 24 peso. There's that half crown, 1874. I don't know. It's in here some. Oh, here's the 33 peso. It's right on top. That's fine. I like the New Zealand coin, though. That's fun. Let's look at a couple more. What is this? This is shiny. I don't even know what it is. Let's look at it under the scope together. Don't even know what it is. I just see it's shiny and pretty. I still don't know what it is when I'm looking at that. Probably because it's upside down. Jang de Blainen, 1946. 20 franc. Letziburg. That's Luxembourg. There you go. Okay. And Silver Geek says Luxembourg, so I think I'm right. I think he's right. Some kind of commemorative. 600th anniversary of something. Whoever that is, probably. That's cool. That is cool. I've had these before, Alfred? I have not remembered that. I have not really remembered that. And we've had these in them before, too, Alfred. Remember this? Remember these? 1937 crown from the Commonwealth of Australia. That one's kind of cool. That one's kind of cool. And this is cool. Haven't had that in a kilo before. All right, this is the rest of the bag right there. What's in here? This is nice looking. I don't think it's super rare or anything. It's the Netherlands, but it looked cool. Thought it did. Had a little toning to it. Here's that. 1916. Oh, it's older than I thought. I thought it would be a lot newer than that. That's kind of cool. And that might be a better date. Might be real common. No idea, but it's got a lot of detail, and it's definitely an XF to AU coin. That's cool. That is cool. Well, you know what? Just for fun, let's look it up. What does it say? 1916 Netherlands. What was that, a 1 golden? Sure is. Let's look that up and just take a peek and see what it is. This is what we'll be doing during the auction, but let's go share my screen. It's 9455 fine, really high fine silver. About $10 worth of silver in melt value. Hi, AU. Silver Geek, I try to be ultra conservative on grading. I agree it would grade 55 to 58, roughly. I try to be conservative just because I want people to be surprised. I'd say pleasantly surprised, not surprised the other direction. Unless it's a certified coin, then I let those labels speak for itself. But 5 million minted. They say if it's low grade, it's worth melt. They say VFs are 60, XFs are 100. So maybe it's a $100 coin. If we all think if Silver Geek and I think it's probably AU, maybe it's a $100 coin. Maybe it's a $50 coin. Maybe it's a $10 coin. So tomorrow, if someone says, hey, I want to bid on that 1916. Okay, let's sell that one next. We'll look it up again. I'll see this information. We know it melts for $10. We think it's worth 50 to 100, maybe. Maybe it's a little more, maybe it's a little less. I don't know. We'd probably start it at 20, 25 bucks based on what we see there. Because I wouldn't want to sell it. Knowing this stuff here, these prices, I know I wouldn't want to sell it for melt or start it there. I'd rather sell it to my coin club for like 20 bucks and have them get a great prize. But if someone wants to bid more here, then awesome. So that's kind of how we would do that. Now, if we look it up and it's more common, we're pretty much at the silver then. What do you guys think? Kerbal Nubs. Oh, the music? Kerbal Space Program. December 2023, ripped my old laptop. Yeah, that was a sad day. Why couldn't this be a 1910, though? That one's worth a lot more. But, anyway. Yeah, so it's a little bit better date, because you can see the more common dates are the 14 and the 15, but even in better grade, they're $30 coins or so. Again, this is just one price guide we're looking at. We could look at other price guides. You could look up, if you're watching this now and you know you want to bid on that coin when we sell it tomorrow, most likely it'll go tomorrow because someone will say, hey, I want to bid on that. Look it up, see whether they're really worth on eBay or elsewhere, and good luck to you. Ringo, how you doing? Let's go set that one over to the side because that's definitely a better coin. This one here is old German, 1877 50 cent. And that has the B mint mark on it, it looks like. 77B. There's a couple Canadian dimes here. This one's really old. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? So yeah, usually when we get down to the bottom of the bag, these are the little tiny thin coins that go down to the bottom of the bag. The big old heavy cool ones. Well, some people think the small ones are cool, but let's take a look at this. Any from Ireland? There was one that we saw from Ireland for sure. It's got the double-headed eagle. And that there is 1 shilling, JJJ, and a ribbon. Lübeck, 1729. So that's got to be one of the German states, right? Gotta be, right? That's cool. No idea what that's worth. I'm sure it's worth more than its silver value. I'm sure the silver value's $1 or $2. And it looks like it's got some kind of clashing or something around the S of shilling and something going on there. And it's a real thin coin, or maybe that's just scratches and damp. No, that's clashing. And there's a scratch there on top of the S. Cool. Free city of Lübeck, huh? Okay. Well, we'll figure that out. What else we got in this little pile here? There's a one with some Japanese or Chinese, or that's Japanese, right? 10 cent. A cool dragon on it. Chrysanthemum there. Definitely Japanese. Mr. Barmello, up in the channel, up in the chat. How you doing, Marsh? We did see a New Zealand one with a cool burb on it. You want to see it, Marsh? You're from New Zealand. You'd like it. Look at that. Look at that. Burb. A florin from 1935. There's a Mexican 20 centavos from 1933 that's in nice shape. A couple other little tiny coins. That's one of 3 pence with Queen Victoria. There's another Japanese 10 cent. A couple Canadian 5 and 10 cent. There's a Canadian quarter, modern one. This one's cool. It's got the chariot racer on it. 1861 to 1961 500 lira. From Italy. That's cool. There's another Italian 500 lira. There's been a few of these in this bag. But these are popular. Nice chunk of silver. What else we got here? There's a florin from South Africa from... What year is that? 1930? That might be better. There's a real shiny, flashy Canadian cougar. That's definitely out of a proof-like set. There's a Canadian Queen Victoria quarter from 1892 in here. A little bit of wear, a little bit of damage. Some U.S. Philippines. Here's a really worn down French something. It's flat on the back almost. There's something that maybe is old. I don't know. Can't tell what it is. Let's look under the scope together. 1867. It looks like this has some kind of acid damage or something to it. 10 soldi. That 110 cent was 1909? Really, Onabusha? Cool. Oh, this is Papal States? Oh, yeah, there it is. Pius the Ninth on it. Okay. Really bad condition. Really bad condition. That's poor, I would say. But it might find a home somewhere here. We will see. What is this thing? Gustav. 1961. I don't know. You guys help me out with this one. Does the date go like this, 1961? Or does the date go like this, 1961? I think the date goes like this, 1961. Pretty sure. Swedish. Yeah, a lot of times when you see that kind of crown like that, especially if you see 3 crowns on the old stuff, then we're definitely doing Sweden. Flip a coin on that one. Here's an old something. Old Australian 1921. Is that a florin? That probably said 2 shillings. There's a Canadian quarter. There's a 10 cent from Newfoundland. before it was, I guess, part of Canada. I guess we got to learn things like that. And yeah, there's some other stuff here. I didn't really pull we didn't show every coin here, but I don't know, bunch of stuff. Yeah. Newfoundland, 1941C. 1941C. Not only a transition, but a lower mintage year. Oh, really? Well, cool. Very, very cool. All right. Well, that's pretty much what we wanted to do today is pick a bag. Silver Geek helped us pick this one here. I think this was the heaviest one we had, or one of the heaviest. We might have one that was 1029 here. I don't know. I mean, that might have been the heaviest one. We had a 1021. There's a 1014, a 1019. Yeah, I think that might have been the heaviest one. So he helped us pick the bag, mostly because he wanted to see what this was, I think. And let's not set that on top of that beautiful South African one that we saw. Look at that thing. Oh, it's shiny. Look at that. That full cartwheel on that. Cool. Yeah, so he helped us pick a bag. Got sort of an idea of what we'll see. If you see something you love there, show up tomorrow and say, hey, let's start with that one. Or, hey, remember that Balboa that was in there? I want to bid on that. All right, well, let's start, you know. Remember that, whatever this was, the Chilean 2 real that you can't pick a date out of it? Or how about that big Canadian silver dollar, you know? You can start wherever. You can start wherever. So, how much the Newfoundland? I don't know, Marmello. You want to take a quick peek? Let me look it up. What was that one? Let's take a quick look. We're not going to sell it right now, but I'll tell you kind of how we do this. I'm going to look up 1941 Newfoundland 10 cents. I'm going to open that up. We'll go to share our screen. We just looked that up. Canadian Newfoundland 10 cent. KM number 20. It's sterling silver 925. It has $2.27 worth of silver at current prices. And we looked it up. It's a 41C. 483,000 minted. They go for about $3 in fine, maybe $50 in MS60. Not really helpful for us here. I'd say we'd start it at $3. It's probably worth more than $3 with a mintage of only 400,000 some. It's the highest mintage of this group. So it's not a key date by any means, but I'm guessing we'd start it at $3 tomorrow. Why not? We're not bidding on it today, though. I'll let you guys figure out. What it's worth, and if I only sell it for $3, I'll know I left money on the table. And if we get to the auction and everything's going for way too cheap, I'll just say, you know what, I'm done. Bye, guys. But no, I mean, in the past, everybody's been pretty fair. Some things go way cheap. Some things go for more than I thought because I don't really know. Look at it. All these different world coins, all these different dates and stuff. Definitely no expert on everything. Nobody's an expert on everything. Coin dealers been in the business for 50 years. They're still not experts on everything. You might have some knowledge on different things here and there, and there's always more to learn. There's always more to learn. So, oh hell, says Janine. Wait, what? What do you mean, oh hell? Which one do you want? You don't have to tell us, but we'll start tomorrow. And there's a small chance if I get motivated like late tonight or early tomorrow before the auction, I might group some of these a little bit more by country to make it a little bit easier, or it'll look exactly like this tomorrow when we start. Not sure. And what we'll do is then we'll go, I got a spreadsheet. So for example, this is what we'll do. I'll share the link to the spreadsheet right now if you guys just want to see how this will work. Let's just go here to !doc. Need a spicy chicken money? Well, maybe. Give you $2.50. Marmello, you mean like $2.50? Or if you want to give me $250 for that Newfoundland coin right now, I'll say sold. The heck with my rules. Anyway, so let's just start out. There's my spreadsheet. Okay, if you want to take a look at that. And under coin description, I'll just put in 1941C, Newfound Land, 10 cents. We already looked up the silver weight is 0.0701 ounces, so I'll pop that in my spreadsheet, 0.0701. Knowing the silver value is about 226. Estimated value starting bid, I gotta believe this is worth at least $5, $10 or more. I don't know. But we're gonna start it at $3. But we're not gonna do it right now. So I'll go and share the screen. This is what the spreadsheet looks like. There it is on the spreadsheet. Maybe we'll start with that one. Maybe we'll start with that one. Don't know. Don't know. What time? Right there, May 17th, starting at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Noon Pacific's when we're going to start. There's no real order that we're going to do all this in. Pretty much whoever's here, and if you call something out, hey, let's do some British coins, or if Onabushu's here, hey, grab some of them Japanese coins if he wants to bid on those, or if, you know, Patrick's here and he wants to look at that Lubeck coin, which I have no idea where it's even at now. You know, I mean, trying to find it. Where is that? Is that it down here? Yeah. Maybe we'll start with that one. I don't know. What is that? 1729. Let's try to look that up. 1729 Lubeck shilling, right? Shilling. I tried to type that in. Hold on. Let me try to type that in again. I don't know. Probably some. Okay, 19. Hold on, I gotta show screen here. 17. For some reason I'm not able to type. 1729 Lubeck. It must be we're done for the day. Lubeck shilling. I found 8 shilling. I found a 4 shilling. Having trouble finding it here. They say it's a KM 141. Somebody is. So let me search KM 141 and see if that pops up. There we go. So if I go there, this should be it. So if I go here, we're on German States, Lubeck shilling, KM 141. It's 3.357 silver. Yeah, I was typing in shilling wrong. That's probably why I didn't get the right answer. I didn't put the C in there. So it's only 42 cents worth of silver. So let's start popping that into our spreadsheet, right? What is it again? It's 1729 JJJ is what they call it. 1729 JJJ Lubeck shilling. And what was the silver on that? 0.013 ounces. So 42 cents of silver. And 1729, they say it's a $5 coin in VG. I don't know. I think there's going to be some interest in it. We'll start it at $1. I don't care. Right? We'll start it at $1. JJJ is the mint official mark. Okay. And there's a bow next to it too, right? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's JJJ and then there's a bow. I'm sure somebody will bid $1 on it, right? Hey, that's double silver price. Maybe somebody will bid $1.50, $2. Maybe it'll go up to 5 or 10. I don't know what it'll go for. It's got a lot of detail on it. It's a cool coin. But yeah, so just wanted to give you guys the impression. I'm not trying to get full retail. I'll let you guys decide if it's worth full retail or whatever retail is. We'll start it at a pretty fair price. Crossed hooks? Is that what you say it is? It's not a bow? Oh, okay. That could be very true. That could be very true. Does it tell us what that is? Actually, here we go. Maybe we'll get some more information in here. The obverse is a crowned imperial eagle. Shield of the... Look at how bad the photo is. They scanned this out of like an old Kraus World coin book for sure. Shield of the city, arms on the breast. And it's a 4-line inscription with the Mintmaster's initials in the circle. So there it is right there. Mintmaster's initials is, I guess, what they're saying it is. And the date at the end of the legend are on the outside. So there we go. Double-headed war chicken. Pretty much. It does look like it's a little bit off-center, perhaps, but... Or the misaligned die, if you will. Or maybe the whole thing's just... I think the whole thing's just off-center. But that's how it was made. So yeah, I'm sure that's not rare on an old coin like this. But yeah, it's definitely off-center. Crossed ingot hooks. Okay, cool. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, so there we go. That's kind of how we'll do it. Anybody have any other questions? I guess the other thing is everyone's able to bid. Anyone can bid. You don't need to pre-register. You don't need to send me $1. I mean, I've watched some other YouTube auctions. I'm just amazed at what some people do in their auctions, but I guess maybe they have their own reasons, and that's their business, right? But whatever. No, nobody has to send me anything. You don't have to pre-register. You don't have to be a channel member. I mean, I'd hope that you like and subscribe. That'd be kind of nice. It doesn't cost anything to do that. It'd be fun. But no, the main thing is you need to be over 18 years old, or you need to have your parents' permission. And you need to pay me. You need to intend to pay me. This isn't for fun. This isn't a game. That's basically the rules. And when you're done at the end of the auction, you need to send me an email so I have contact information for you. You need to send me an email so I know how to get a hold of you. And then if you don't know your total, I'll let you know your total. You can pay by Google Pay, Venmo, Zelle, check, money order, PayPal, cash. However you want to do. We'll figure that out. Shipping's going to be either $5 if you buy, enough that fits in a bubble mailer, and I can send it first class, which is now USPS ground. So you need to, if you buy so much or so much value that you want a small flat rate box, it's going to be $10 shipping. Pretty simple. If you have a Kittle Fan Plus channel membership, you get half price shipping. If you're a Kittle Fan Plus or higher, it's free shipping. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Other than that, I mean, I don't know, whatever else. I mean, if you guys have other questions, let me know. Send me an email if you're watching this later and have questions. Otherwise, I guess we'll see you tomorrow, noon Pacific. 3 p.m. Eastern is when we'll start. And Johann Justus Jaster was the guy named JJJ. I wonder if his friends called him JJ or JJJ. I don't know. Probably not. Mint Master from 1727 to 1758. Wow. He had a nice run. It's pretty cool. Very good. Just be here, be an adult, or have your parents' permission. Bid, pay your bill. Yeah. And the other thing is people have asked me, oh man, I can't bid. I gotta do this, or I just spent this. And look, if there's something here that you haven't seen on other YouTube channels, I mean, look, I see other auctions. I see what they sell. You see what they sell. If you see something here that you haven't seen elsewhere, which might be the case, and you have to have it, but maybe money's a little tight and you can't pay me this weekend or by Monday or whatever, it's probably okay. As long as you're going to pay me soon, and that's like, we'll just say soon. I don't know what that means, but I don't want you to miss out on a coin just because you can't pay me by Monday or Tuesday. If you tell me I can't pay you till June 1st, and as long as you're not spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars and holding me up, we're not gonna worry over, we're not gonna worry about that. I want you to have the coin. Okay? Now, if you're gonna be bidding a lot of money and you want to have more time than you think is soon, send me an email and let me know your plan and we can figure that out. At the end of the day, I'm not sending you the coins till I'm paid, so I'm not, I'm pretty much okay with it. So we can work with you. Now, don't take advantage of that. Don't screw me over on that, basically. But, I want you to have the coin. I don't want you to say, oh, no, you should have done this next week, or you should have done this after June 1st because I got to do this and I'm going to get this check by look, I don't need to know all of your life details. We all have our own life details, okay? Yeah, some people call it Kittle Cash, Angie. Some people call it getting the Kittle Cash card or the Kittle credit or something like that. But Kittle financing, yeah. And look, interest-free, 0% interest. I'm way too generous. With peace and love, Alfred. Don't take advantage of it, right? And again, I guess the last thing mentioning that is international bidders, you're welcome to bid. As long as you should know more than I know, because there's a couple hundred countries out there. I don't know all the rules. You should know your country's rules on whether you can get coins from the United States and how that's done and how much that's going to cost us. But you're welcome to bid. I'll jump through the hoops of getting it to you, but you're going to pay the shipping and you're going to pay whatever charges there are. Yeah? You should know those rules ahead of time and help me through that. And make sure you use that flat clinch stapler when you're stapling your 2x2s, Green Goat. Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, one more time, last thing is if anybody's looking for rolls of silver dollars, let me know. I got BU rolls of peace dollars. I got circulated rolls of peace dollars. I got circulated rolls of pre-21 Morgans, 1921 Morgans. Been buying way too many silver dollars lately, and if anybody's looking to stack some silver, I can hook you up. At a price better than you're going to get from your local shop or buying online. So, that's it. You were wondering when I said, "Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Vinny?" We'll figure it out. We got many forms of payment. Marmelo's been a member of the Kittle Fan Plus. Holy cow, Marmelo. That's very generous. I appreciate the support. I know Marmelo's a big supporter of the channel. Again, the membership fees that I earn from my channel almost all go right back into our monthly free coin giveaway. Make sure to get in that by the end of this month. This is the coin this month. We'll have another cool coin next month. These ones, it's just 1 ounce of silver, but these were done in 2020. Low mintage. These things go for $50 plus usually on eBay. Always in demand. Really cool coins. So thank you, Mr. Marsh, for that. He says, please, no coin with the crown British before 1 p.m. 1 p.m. what time zone? No, I'm starting at noon Pacific. There's going to be no rule where I'm going to say nothing with a queen or a king on it until 1 p.m. We're not going to have a 1 hour break from royalty. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Mr. Marsh. It sounds like you're going to have your tea time a little bit early. You're going to have to drag out of bed a little bit early. And, dig out the Numista coin so it's ready. We could do that. We could do that. I know it's here somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. Can I find it quickly? Probably not. Probably not. Can I find it quickly? Probably not. No, I got a bag full of giveaways here. Is this it? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Come on. Is that it? Let me put my giveaway pile back. I even got some Linda Wallace necklaces in there still. How old are those? Holy cow. How old are those, Alfred? Linda Wallace necklace. How about that right there? Are we going to do this as a giveaway tomorrow? The Numista. That's a pretty cool piece. I might want to keep that. What are we talking about giving that away? 15-year anniversary Numista. That angel there has some detail to it, doesn't he? It's definitely a he. It's definitely a he. That's pretty cool. Was he fighting a dragon? Or getting blessed by the dragon? Not sure what he's doing there. Okay. Pretty cool piece. Yeah, we'll probably use that as a giveaway. Alfred donated that to the channel a couple years ago. Set that alarm clock, Mr. Marsh. Party Pickle fights dragon. Yeah, well, you gotta intimidate them, Party Pickle. Speaking of pickle. Hold up. This is a family friendly. Come on, Party Pickle. Okay. Same angel on the French 10 franc coin. Is that true? All right. And I know this owl is on some Greek coins, too. Some ancient ones. And some modern ones. They like their owls. I like owls. All right, guys. I think that's enough for today. If you guys have questions, either hang out with us on Discord. You can ask your questions there in front of everybody. Or you can email me. You guys are all in the Discord group, right? Better be. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow. Noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And should be fun. Now, we are not going to sell. There's probably, I don't know, 150 to 200 coins here. Probably not going to get through an auction of 150 to 200 coins in one day. Because we're not going to be doing a 6-hour, 8-hour long stream. We'll do, I don't know, I'm good for 3 hours. I'm sure most of you guys, you know, if you're really into it. I don't want you guys being here 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. It's just too much. People got stuff to do, you know. Maybe 3, 4 hours. I don't know, until we kind of, you know, feel done, you know. And maybe we'll pick it up on Sunday. Sound good? Sounds good. No weird Afghan coins. I didn't see anything that jumped out at me. I mean, I saw the one Egyptian coin. There was a Morocco. I didn't see anything else that jumped out, or no ancient like India stuff with all squigglies on it that we don't know. I didn't see anything in this group. I know there's some in other bags. I'm sure of it because we've seen it before. You know, I mean, I don't know for sure actually, but I would guess there is. But I didn't see anything. Doesn't mean it's not here. I didn't look at every coin today. But there we go. Oh, VIP Kiwi President privilege invoked. Well, let's see how that works for you, Marmello. I think it'd just be better if you had your tea time a little early, and if there's something you really wanted, maybe we could give Marmello, since he is a Kittle Fan Plus member, give him, you know, maybe some privilege over like 1 or 2 coins. Like if there's something you have to have here, Marmello. But you're not going to be able to tell me anything with a king or a queen can't be sold for an hour. That's a third of the coins here. But if there was like 1 coin that you're dying to have, like, oh, you definitely want to bid on the British trade dollar. Oh my God, an Australian crown. I got to bid on that. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Or the New Zealand bird. I don't know what you're looking for. But if you sent me a message and saying, or I really want this Australian bracelet. Mom Koala would really love that. Maybe that's the one. I don't know. But maybe if there's 1, maybe 2 items that you really, 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 really love, let me know, and maybe I would hold that to the side and say, look, Marmello said he'd be here after 1 hour, so we're going to put this one here to the side. Everything, and then if you're not here at the 1 hour mark, bam, it's getting sold. Maybe we would do that. Maybe we would do that. But I'm not going to give you koala privilege over everything with that's under the crown. Also looking for a Taiwan coin. I don't see any of that. No. Anything under the Commonwealth? Nah, probably not. Sit on your hands, Gringo. Sit on your hands. Resist, resist. Yes, that is, the owl is a copy of an ancient Athenian. It almost looks like Marmello didn't even write that. If Marmello really wrote that in my chat, he would have put an owl emoji. He would have put, like, some more emojis there. That wasn't enough emojis. I think somebody else is on the keyboard now, or on his Oppo phone, or something like that. Okay. All right, you heard the rules, Marmello. Send me a message on Discord if you want to try to use your Kittle Fan Plus privilege on 1, maybe 2 coins if I'm feeling generous, depending on what coins they are. What's the bracelet? You want to see that again? It was just in the bag. Didn't even know it was in there. It is 7 Australian coins. Well, more than 7 coins. More than 7. There's that little Lubeck coin there. More than 7 coins. Let's take another look at it because it is cool. Some people might even call it some World War II trench art. Could be. If y'all was trying to make money on this and sell it on eBay, you're darn tootin'. I would put World War II trench art in the title or description because there's people that collect that. And if I say, oh, this was definitely done by a soldier in World War II, and it could have been. It very well could have been, but I don't know that for sure. And even the like little clasp is made out of coins. The 42 3-pence, a 42D, Denver Mint 6-pence, a 1911 shilling, 43S florin in the middle, 43s shilling, 43s sixpence, and a 42. They got the mint mark chopped out of there in the whole 3 pence. And all these little loops, you can see they're made of coins. They're made of coins. And then the end, the clasp, I don't know. I don't want to bend it or move it, or like these things do move. I don't want to break it. I don't know how secure that would be. Like I can open it up fairly. It's made out of a couple 3 pences. I don't know how secure or how much it locks in. I don't want to break it. So I don't want to mess with it. But is it going to be really, really secure on your wrist? Would it fit on you? I don't know. I don't know. But it's cool. And it's all made of silver. It's all made of coins. Like you can tell each of the little loops holding pieces together are pieces of cut up coins. So yeah, I would be calling it French art. That's what they would call it if you want to make money on it. Cool, huh? And will it fit around my wrist? Heck no, not even close. I'd need about 3 more coins. But I haven't seen it. I've seen stuff like this done before. I actually have a piece of Philippines coins like that that's made into a little bracelet. Haven't seen one where they made the clasp out of a coin like that too. That's something different. That's something different for me. We will see you tonight on a Fortnite stream? Probably. Probably. That's way too much English for Marmel. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Amanda. How you doing, by the way? That's my sister, in case anybody didn't know. Mello started after the Team Penny. Ma Koala snagged the phone. Hi, Ma Koala. Or it could be his flatmate. It could be one of the gardeners or the seamstress for the house. It could be... Yeah, I mean, they got people all over there in New Zealand. They got a whole team there helping out, I believe. Muscle Shell's doing clowns. Mr. Marmel, he's a little bit of a clown sometimes, isn't he? But sometimes he's funny. Brown Sugar's got one made out of British pennies, I'm assuming, because you say pennies and not cents. Very cool. Well, be here tomorrow, Brown Sugar, and say, hey, let's bid on that bracelet, and I'll type it into the spreadsheet, and we'll figure out about how much silver's there and start it and sell it. If you don't have any competition, you'll probably get it cheap. Show the trade dollar to Manda. Man, look at this thing. This thing's cool. 1909 British trade dollar, but it's got tons of cool detail, and you don't see them every day. $1, 1909. And there was one that said 1909 over 8. I guess I would have to look that up to see exactly what that looks like. I'm not seeing a 9 over 8, but sometimes you'd really have to zoom in or get like a high power loop to see where the overdate is, or how. I'd have to look to see what the overdate really looks like to know what I'm looking for, but I'm guessing, based on what I see right there, that it's not the overdate. I'm guessing that it's not. Don't know, though. Maybe you're looking at it and goes, oh, that's definitely the overdate. I don't know. So, British trade dollar. Used for commerce in Asia, mostly. And it's got a little bit of stuff on the surface. Like there's some haze and some stuff going on there. Maybe that could be cleaned off. Maybe not. Maybe somebody tried to clean it, and that's why it looks a little bit clean. I'm not going to mess with it. That's how we're selling it. That's the coin. That is the coin. Later, Kyle. We'll talk to you later. Can't forget about the plastic Christmas boy. Hey, who knows? Maybe that's who typed it in. Koala crown for British goes in any good island. So yeah, what does that mean, Marmel? Yep, that's Muscle Shell. You put your clown quote in a little bit too early. Marmello typed in koala crown for Britain goes good. And yeah, that's when you type clown right after that, because what does that mean, right? What does that mean? Yikes. Ringo says, I think I want it. Which one? All of them? The British one? The big, maybe this is the crown Marmello wants. The big crown from Australia. It's got the giant crown, and it's got a king on it. I don't know which one he wants. I like the This one's got a big queen on it. The $5 from the Bahamas. Those are cool too. A lot of cool coins here. Maybe you see something you like, and if so, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Again, if you have questions, talk to us on the Discord group or email me. Otherwise, we'll see you at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll try to sell them all. Thanks again for all your support. Thanks again for the super chat, Mr. Party Pickle. And a special thanks to Gringo and Nubs for dropping 60 memberships to the channel into the chat. I could probably put some more emojis in here now after that, right? Go Cubs, too. They're in first place, right? I could probably maybe add an emoji or two after that with all them new memberships. I have to look into that. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to message me, Marmello, with your presidential privilege or whatever you want to call it. Bye, everybody. Thanks again. See you tomorrow.